This is day 5 of our focus on Moses' second excuse. Who is God? When Moses fled from Egypt to Midian, he covered approximately 180 miles. Now, because we're used to traveling by car over interstate highways, that doesn't seem too far. But to put it in perspective, try walking from Casa Grande to Yuma in sandals. Moses was a long way from Egypt, but God told Moses that he had come down to take action to deliver the Hebrews from their oppressors in Egypt. The burning bush was a long way from Egypt, but for God, 180 miles was nothing. So far this week, we have focused on God voluntarily and permanently identifying himself with the people who choose to trust him. Believers have become part of his family. We've also looked at some of his attributes. He is eternal. He has always existed, and he always will. Truth will not change because our God will not change. His plans and purposes are eternal. Secondly, he is omniscient. He knows everything that ever could be known. Therefore, you can trust that he knows exactly what you are going through, and he knows how to guide you to victory. Third, he is omnipotent. He has all power. He fulfills his promises because he has the power and authority to do so. Your most difficult problem is no problem for God. Today we're going to consider another of his attributes or characteristics. The one true God is omnipresent. He is everywhere at the same time. Physically, we cannot be in two places at once, but God is a spirit and can be everywhere at once. In Psalm 139, David writes that he could never get away from God's presence because God is already there wherever David could go. Proverbs 15:3 says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good." In Jeremiah 23:24, God says that he fills heaven and earth. He personally interacts with people all around the world, all at the same time, because he is there. So God did not miss Egypt by 180 miles. Our omnipresent God was in Egypt and Midian and everywhere else all at the same time. Moses could trust God to be with him all along the journey because God is already there even before the journey begins. And God will be with you everywhere you go, including when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, as Psalm 23 says. So who is God to you? Here are some ways for you to focus on and celebrate that God is omnipresent. Action item number 1. Write down the name of one of our missionaries serving in another country. Pray to the God who is with you and with them, asking him to strengthen them and bless their labors. Action item number 2. Pick a random spot on the globe and pray for the working of God in that place. He's already there. Action item number 3. Pray for God to work right here in this place, that his word will strengthen us, that his spirit will empower us, so that we can do a mighty work through his presence in us and with us. Action item number 4. When you wake up tomorrow morning, pray for somebody you know and love who is in another part of the world, and remind yourself that God is both with them and with you while you are praying for them. We serve the omnipresent God. He's awesome.